Hello, my name is Qi Liu. This is my presentation for data science research project. My project is detecting culprits in mystery novels using natural language processing techniques. The subject of my research project is murder mystery novels, and we focus on Agatha Christie's novel, The Mysterious Affair and Styles. In murder mystery novels, there is usually a detective who investigates the crime committed, and there are also culprits who are responsible for the crime. Our objective is to identify these culprits using NLP tools. We propose a two-step approach for this task. First, we need to do some data pre-processing. We download the book from Project Gutenberg, and we keep only the main content, which is 13 chapters. We divide the content into chapters, and we delete title from each chapter. This is our solution, a two-step approach. The objective of the first step is to find main characters' names using named entity recognition. And after we get these names, we need to identify which characters are our target culprits. We use three methods on this step, and we compare their performance. This is the first step. We use named entity recognition provided by Spicy to find names of characters. The picture is the result of NER on chapter 13. And we use NER on all 13 chapters, and we identify 7 main characters. This is the list. After we get their names, we need to choose the first or last name for the second step. And we do it based on frequency. For example, for Cynthia Murdoch, Cynthia appears more often than Murdoch, so we use Cynthia for the second step. And when the first when characters have the same last name, we use their first name for the second step. The first method, in the second step, now we have 7 main characters, and now we need to determine who are the culprits. The first method we use is frequency. We count how many times each character appears in each chapter, and we draw this plot. We know Poirot is the protagonist and the detective, so he appears more often than others. And because we know that in detective novels, the identities of true culprits are usually exposed in the last few chapters. So we look at this plot and we focus how frequencies change in the last 2 chapters. We see frequencies of John and Howard rise considerably from chapter 12 to chapter 13. So we determine John and Howard as our strong suspects. And for Alfred and Lawrence, their frequencies also rise, but to a less degree. So we say these two are our weak suspects. The second method is conventional sentiment analysis, CSA. It calculates sentiment polarities for a whole sentence or text. For example, if the sentence is the food is good, the sentiment polarity should be positive, and if the sentence is the services are poor, the sentiment should be negative. And because we need to determine which characters are culprits, so we need to calculate the sentiment polarities for each chapter, for each character. This is the algorithm we use for a character. We keep only sentences where the character appears, and we concatenate these sentences into one long sentence, and we calculate sentiment polarities for the sentence. The package we use is NLTK. It will calculate negative, neutral, and positive scores. This is the positive score and the negative score for each character in the last 5 chapters. We say that for Alfred, the negative score rises from chapter 12 to chapter 13, and its positive score only rises to a less degree. So we say Alfred is our strong suspect, and John is our weak suspect because his positive score rise to a larger degree. The third method we use is ABSA, aspect-based sentiment analysis. The objective of ABSA is to gain more fine-tuned sentimental information than CSA. It is usually used in review customers left in app or online site. This is the example. If the sentence is the food is good, but the services are poor, so that the sentiment on food should be positive, while the sentiment on services should be negative. And for our task, if the sentence is Lawrence is innocent, Alfred is the true murderer, and sentiment on Lawrence should be positive or neutral, while sentiment on Alfred should be negative. The model we use is a pre-trained model published on Hugging Face platform. It is a neural network model trained on several ABSA data sets, and it will also generate negative, neutral, and positive scores. This is the positive score and the negative score generated by ABSA. In positive score, we see Alfred and Howard's positive scores have a very clear decline, and their negative scores also increase. So these two are our strong suspects. Because for Lawrence, his positive score decreases slightly and his negative score increases, so he is our weak suspect. We compare these 3 methods. The ground truth is that Alfred and Howard are our target culprits. We say that ABSA has best results. It records all true positives. Although its processing is not perfect because there is a false positive. About ABSA, it has its disadvantage. Its algorithm is usually complicated, and there is no mature software package of ABSA. And the model used is neural network, which is hard to analyze. To conclude, in this project, we propose a novel task using NLP techniques to detect culprits in murder mystery novels. We compare three methods and we say that ABSA has the best performance, although its precision is not perfect. One major disadvantage of ABSA is its lack of mature software package. This is all. Thank you.